Hello everyone, I am Amol Bodle. This is third lecture of trigonometric function. In last two videos, we had learned concept of principal solution and general solution. In this video, we will be learn some tricks and shortcut to solve the examples based on principal solution and general solution. So in 11th standard, already we have learned trigonometric function table. Let's see how we can remember this table. First of all, we can write 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and divide each number by 4 and take their square roots. So we'll get sine of 0, that is 0 upon 4, its square root, that is 0. Sine of 30, that is square root of 1 by 4, half. Sine of 45, square root of 2 upon 4, that is 1 by root 2. Square root of 3 by 4, that is sine of 60, root 3 by 2. Sine 90, square root of 4 upon 4, that is 1. Now these are all values we can write in the reverse. So we'll get cos 0, that is 1, cos 30, root 3 by 2, cos 45, that is 1 by root 2, cos 60, 1 by 2, cos 90, 0. Similarly, we can calculate tan by taking the division of sine and cos. So tan 0, 0 upon 1, 0. Tan 30, that is sine 30 upon cos 30, that is 1 by root 3. Tan 45, 1. Tan 60, root 3. And tan 90, which is not defined. Let's see the concept principal solutions. So remember that principal solutions are always lies between 0 and 360. So first of all, to understand the tricks, we will draw x-axis, y-axis. So here we know that it is 180 degree. So this is 360 degree. That means if we take the one full rotation, then we will get 360 degree. So in first quadrant, we know that all trigonometric functions are positive and the solution alpha will be lies in the first quadrant. In second quadrant, we know that sine and its reciprocal, that is cosec, are positive, remaining all are negative. The angle lies in second quadrant is less than 180 degree, so we can say it is pi minus alpha. In third quadrant, we know that tan and its reciprocal, that is cot, are positive, remaining all are negative. The angle in third quadrant, it is more than 180 degree, so we can say it is pi plus alpha. For fourth quadrant, cos and its reciprocal, that is sec theta, are positive, remaining all are negative. So the angle lies in fourth quadrant is less than 360 degree. So that we can express 2 pi minus alpha. Let's see for positive trigonometric functions how we can remember these tricks. See, if sine theta equal to some positive value is given, then its principal solution will be theta equal to alpha and pi minus alpha. That is, sine theta equal to sine alpha is there, then its principal solution will be theta equal to alpha and pi minus alpha. So how we can remember this? We know that sine trigonometric function is positive in first quadrant. So we are getting one solution, that is alpha, and sine is also positive in second quadrant. So we get one more solution, that is pi minus alpha. So remember that for principal solution we always get two solutions. Let's see next one. If tan theta equal to positive value is given, then its principal solution will be theta equal to alpha and pi plus alpha. So we know that tan trigonometric function is positive in first quadrant, so we get one solution, that is alpha, and it is positive in third quadrant also. So we get one more solution, that is pi plus alpha. That means tan theta equal to tan alpha, then theta equal to alpha and pi plus alpha. These are two solutions. Let's see next one. If cos theta equal to positive value is given, then its principal solution theta equal to alpha and 2 pi minus alpha. So here we know that cos theta is positive in first quadrant, so we get one solution, that is alpha, and it is also positive in fourth quadrant, that is angle lies in fourth quadrant is less than 360 degree, that is 2 pi minus alpha. So therefore for cos theta equal to cos alpha, we have two solutions, theta equal to alpha and 2 pi minus alpha. So here remember that the theta is always lies between 0 and 2 pi, that is 0 less than or equal to theta, strictly less than 2 pi. So for trigonometric functions cosec theta, sec theta and cot theta, by taking their reciprocals we can convert in terms of sin theta, cos theta and tan theta, and we can use the same tricks. Let's see the examples. Find the principal solution. So already we know that this basic fact, that is sin theta is positive, then it's two solutions, that is alpha and pi minus alpha. If tan theta equal to positive value, then solution is alpha and pi plus alpha. If cos theta equal to positive value given, then solutions are alpha and 2 pi minus alpha. Let's see the first example. Sin theta equal to 1 by root 2. So here we know sine of pi by 4, that is 1 by root 2. So here the given value of sine, which is positive. So now we can use this trick. So we can say here its solutions are pi, alpha and pi minus alpha. So here we have one solution which is alpha, that means pi by 4, and the another solution we can write pi minus pi by 4, because we know that sin theta is positive in first quadrant and second quadrant. So pi by 4 means it is in first quadrant, and pi minus pi by 4, that is in second quadrant. So therefore theta equal to pi by 4 and pi minus pi by 4 are the solutions. Therefore theta equal to pi by 4 and 3 pi by 4 are the solutions, where theta is lies between 0 and 2 pi. Let's see the next example. Sec theta equal to 2. So we can take the reciprocal and we can convert this sec angle in terms of cos. So by taking reciprocal, cos theta equal to half. Now we know that for which angle cos theta is half, that is cos of 60 is half. Therefore cos theta equal to cos 60. Now we know that cos theta is positive in first quadrant and fourth quadrant. So already we have one solution, that is pi by 3, and the another solution, it must be 2 pi minus pi by 3. So therefore cos theta equal to cos of 2 pi minus pi by 3. So therefore theta equal to pi by 3 and 2 pi minus pi by 3 are solution. Therefore theta equal to pi by 3 and 5 pi by 3 are principal solution, where 0 less than or equal to theta less than 2 pi. Let's see the third example. Cot theta equal to root 3. So again we can convert this cot in terms of tan. So therefore tan theta equal to 1 by root 3. Now we know that tan theta is 1 by root 3 for angle 30 degree, that is pi by 6. So therefore tan theta equal to tan of pi by 6. So here the given value is positive, and we know that tan theta is positive in first quadrant and third quadrant. So we have already one solution, that is pi by 6 lies in first quadrant, and the angle lies in third quadrant, can be written as pi plus alpha. So therefore we can write tan theta equal to tan of pi plus pi by 6. So therefore we have two solutions, theta equal to pi by 6 and pi plus pi by 6. Therefore theta equal to pi by 6 and 7 pi by 6 are the solutions where 0 is less than or equal to theta less than 2 pi. Principal solutions. Now for negative angles, so again we will consider the coordinate system x-axis, y-axis. This is pi and 2 pi. Now we know for negative angle there will be no any solution in first quadrant, because in first quadrant all trigonometric functions are positive, and if the given trigonometric function is negative then it will be not having any solution in first quadrant. So therefore the angle lies in second quadrant, can be written as pi minus alpha. The angle lies in third quadrant, can be written as pi plus alpha, and the angle lies in fourth quadrant, can be written as 2 pi minus alpha. Now for negative functions, if sine theta equal to negative value is given, then we have two solutions, that is pi plus alpha and 2 pi minus alpha. Now see here, the value of sine theta is negative, that means we must think about in which quadrant sine is negative. So we know that sine is positive in first and second, that means it must be negative in third and fourth. So therefore we have two solutions, that is the angle lies in third quadrant, pi plus alpha, the angle lies in fourth quadrant, that is 2 pi minus alpha. Therefore sine theta equal to minus of sine alpha, then theta equal to pi plus alpha, 2 pi minus alpha. These are solutions. Let's see the next one. If tan theta equal to negative value is given, then the solutions are theta equal to pi minus alpha and 2 pi minus alpha. Now we know that tan theta is positive in first and third quadrant, that means it must be negative in second and fourth. The angle lies in second, can be written as pi minus alpha, and the angle lies in fourth quadrant, can be written as 2 pi minus alpha. So therefore tan theta equal to minus of tan alpha, then theta equal to pi minus alpha and 2 pi minus alpha are the principal solution. Similarly, if cos theta equal to negative value is given, then theta equal to pi minus alpha and pi plus alpha are the principal solution. Now again we know cos theta is negative in which quadrants? Cos theta is positive in first and fourth, that means it must be negative in second and third quadrant. The angle lies in second quadrant, can be written as pi minus alpha, and the angle lies in third quadrant, can be written as pi plus alpha. Therefore cos theta equal to minus cos alpha, then theta equal to pi minus alpha and pi plus alpha are the solutions. So here remember that theta is lies between 0 and 2 pi, that means 0 less than or equal to theta, strictly less than 2 pi. So for cosec theta, sec theta and cot theta, by taking their reciprocals we can convert in sine, cos, tan, and we can use the same tricks. Let's see the example. Find the principal solution. Now the tricks are known. Sine theta is negative, then the solutions are theta equal to pi plus alpha, 2 pi minus alpha. If tan theta is negative, then principal solutions are theta equal to pi minus alpha, 2 pi minus alpha. If cos theta is negative, then principal solutions are theta equal to pi minus alpha, pi plus alpha. Let's see the examples. The first example, sine theta equal to minus root 3 by 2. So sine theta equal to negative symbol as it is. We know sine of pi by 3, that is sine 60 is root 3 by 2. Now here sine theta is equal to negative value is given. So we must think about in which quadrant sine is negative. Sine is negative in third and fourth quadrant. The angle lies in third, means pi plus theta, and the angle lies in fourth, that means 2 pi minus theta. So therefore we can write sine theta equal to sine of pi plus pi by 3 and sine theta equal to sine of 2 pi minus pi by 3. So therefore theta equal to pi plus pi by 3 and 2 pi minus pi by 3 are the solutions. Therefore theta equal to 4 pi by 3 comma 5 pi by 3 are principal solution, where 0 less than or equal to theta less than or equal to 2 pi. Let's see the second example. Cot theta equal to -1. Now by taking the reciprocal, we can write tan theta equal to -1. So therefore we know tan of pi by 4 is 1. So negative symbol as it is, 1 can be replaced by tan of pi by 4. So here tan equal to some negative value is given. So we know that tan is negative in which two quadrants? That is in second quadrant and fourth quadrant. The angle lies in second quadrant can be written as pi minus alpha, and the angle lies in fourth quadrant can be written as 2 pi minus alpha. So therefore we can say solutions are pi minus pi by 4 and 2 pi minus pi by 4. So therefore tan theta equal to tan of pi minus pi by 4 and tan theta equal to tan of 2 pi minus pi by 4. So therefore theta equal to pi minus pi by 4 and 2 pi minus pi by 4 are principal solution. Therefore theta equal to 3 pi by 4 comma 7 pi by 4 are principal solutions, where 0 less than or equal to theta less than or equal less than 2 pi. Now let's see the general solutions. Now if sin theta equal to 0, then theta equal to n pi. So here how we can remember these tricks? So we know that sine of 0 is 0, sine of pi is also 0. That means for each multiple of pi sine is 0. So we can say theta equal to n pi. Now next one, tan theta equal to 0. So tan theta can be written as sin theta upon cos theta. If sin theta is 0, that means numerator is 0, then obviously tan theta should be 0. So again we can say here tan theta equal to 0 implies theta equal to n pi. Now if cos theta equal to 0, then theta equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2. That means odd multiple of pi by 2. So here we know that cos will be 0 for pi by 2, 3 pi by 2 and so on. That means for all odd multiple of pi by 2 cos is 0. So we can say cos theta equal to 0 implies theta is 2n plus 1 pi by 2, where n belongs to z. So these are all formulas when trigonometric functions are equal to zeros. Let's see the next type, that is if sin theta equal to sin alpha, then what are the general solutions? So for sin theta equal to sin alpha implies theta equal to n pi plus minus 1 raised to n alpha. You have to remember this identity. So tan theta equal to tan alpha, theta equal to n pi plus alpha, and cos theta equal to cos alpha, theta equal to 2n pi plus or minus alpha, where n belongs to z. The proof of these all results I have already given in previous 2 videos. You can watch them. Now here you have to remember, if sin theta equal to sin alpha is given, then theta is n pi plus minus 1 raised to n times alpha. If tan theta equal to tan alpha is given, then it is same n pi plus, just we have to take positive alpha. And for cos theta equal to cos alpha, we have to remember theta equal to 2n pi plus or minus alpha. Let's see the third type. For sin square theta equal to sin square alpha, tan square theta equal to tan square alpha, and cos square theta equal to cos square alpha. These all three statements have same solution, that is theta equal to n pi plus or minus alpha, where n belongs to z. So you can remember, for when there is a square for trigonometric function, the solutions are same. So here just you have to remember this all results to find the general solution. Let's see the examples. Find the general solution. So here whenever the question is about general solution, we must remember these results. Sin theta equal to 0, then theta is n pi. Tan theta is 0, then again theta is n pi. But for cos theta equal to 0, theta is 2n plus 1 pi by 2 where n belongs to z. Let's see the example. Sine of 5 theta upon 2 equal to 0. So here we can use the first result, that is sine theta equal to 0. Then theta angle is n pi. So what is the angle given here? 5 theta by 2. So we can say 5 theta by 2 equal to n pi. Now we can take 2 on another side. So therefore we can write theta equal to 2n pi divided by 5 where n belongs to z. This is the general solution. Let's see the second example. Tan 2 theta equal to 0. Now here we can use the second result, that is tan theta equal to 0, then theta is n pi. So what is the angle given here? Here given angle is 2 theta. So therefore we can say 2 theta equal to n pi. So if we divide by 2, so we get theta equal to n pi by 2 where n belongs to z. Let's see the next example. Cos of 3 theta by 2 equal to 0. So to solve this example, we can use the third result, that is cos theta equal to 0. Then theta is 2n plus 1 pi by 2. So here angle is 3 theta by 2. So therefore we can write 3 theta by 2 equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2. So now we can cancel 2 from both sides from the denominator and we can divide by 3. So therefore theta equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 3 where n belongs to z. So these are the general solutions of the type trigonometric functions equal to 0 are given. Let's see next type of examples. If sin theta equal to sin alpha, tan theta equal to tan alpha or cos theta equal to cos alpha are given, then what are the solutions? So for sin theta equal to sin alpha, theta equal to n pi plus minus 1 raised to n alpha is the general solution. For tan theta equal to tan alpha, theta equal to n pi plus alpha, and for cos theta equal to cos alpha, theta equal to 2n pi plus or minus alpha. These are the general solutions. So we have to remember this. Now let's see the example. Cos theta equal to root 3 by 2. So here we know cos of pi by 6, that is cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Now this example is in the third type, that is third result, cos of theta equal to cos alpha. Then the solution is theta equal to 2n pi plus or minus alpha. So here alpha is pi by 6. So we can use this result. So we can write theta equal to 2n pi plus or minus. We replace the alpha by pi by 6. So this is the general solution. Let's see the next example. Cot theta equal to minus root 3. Now here the given function is cot. So we can convert it in terms of tan by taking the reciprocal. So therefore tan theta equal to minus 1 by root 3. Now tan theta as it is negative symbol, and we know that tan of pi by 6, that is tan 30 is 1 by root 3. But now here we cannot use the second result because the second result is about tan theta equal to positive tan alpha, but here it is negative. So we must convert this negative symbol in terms of positive. So to solve this, we must remember in which quadrant tan is negative. Tan is positive in first and third. So it must be negative in second or fourth. So now to convert this negative in terms of positive, we can use any one quadrant, either second quadrant or fourth quadrant. So you can use any one. So we will use the second quadrant. So tan theta equal to tan of pi minus pi by 6. So therefore tan theta equal to tan of 5 pi by 6. Now this example we have converted in the second result, that is tan theta equal to tan alpha. Now the solution is theta equal to n pi plus alpha. So therefore theta equal to n pi plus, here alpha is 5 pi by 6. So theta equal to n pi plus 5 pi by 6 where n belongs to z is the general solution. Let's see some more examples. Now if the examples are in the type sin square theta equal to sin square alpha, tan square theta equal to tan square alpha, or cos square theta equal to cos square alpha. For this all types, we know that the solution is theta is n pi plus or minus alpha, where n belongs to z. Let's see the example. 4 cos square theta equal to 3. So if we divide by 4 to both sides, we get cos square theta equal to 3 by 4. Now LHS is square of trigonometric function, so RHS must be square of some number. So we can write 3 by 4 as root 3 by 2 bracket square. Now root 3 by 2, we must think about for which angle cos theta is root 3 by 2. So we know that cos of pi by 6, that is cos 30 is root 3 by 2. So we can write cos square theta equal to cos square pi by 6. Now this example is of the third result, that is cos square theta equal to cos square alpha, and the solution for this theta equal to n pi plus or minus alpha. So therefore we can write theta equal to n pi plus or minus, and here alpha is 5 by 6. So this is the general solution. Let's see the second example. 4 sine square theta equal to 1. So if we divide by 4, sine square theta equal to 1 by 4. 1 by 4 can be written as 1 by 2 bracket square, and we know sine of 30, that is sine pi by 6, is half. So we can write sine square theta equal to sine square pi by 6. Now this example is of the type of first result, that is sine square theta equal to sine square alpha. So therefore the solution for this theta equal to n pi plus or minus alpha. So therefore theta equal to n pi plus or minus, here alpha is pi by 6. So therefore theta equal to n pi plus or minus pi by 6, where n belongs to z, is the solution. If you like these videos, please subscribe my channel and click on bell notification for latest video updates.